Hello, welcome, my name is Axel K and today we're taking a look at Freeze Elemental Shaman. Freeze Elemental Shaman is all about chaining your elementals every turn in order to take advantage of the powerful effects of cards like Arid Stormer, Gyroworm and Lilypad Lurker. For your mulligan, you want to go for Kindling Elemental, Wailing Vapor, Sleetbreaker, Cage Match Custodian and Arid Stormer. You can keep a Kindling Elemental together with a Granite Forgeborn if you're on the coin. Play the Kindling Elemental on turn 1 and coin the Forgeborn on turn 2. This will reduce the cost of all your minions for the rest of the game. The deck is pretty simple: play on curve, chain your elementals and create a strong board full of elementals to close out the game. But there are a couple of things to keep in mind. Kindling Elemental is a great early game card to gain a lot of tempo. But if you already played a Granite Forgeborn and had its cost reduced to 0, you can use it as a coin to cheat out other high cost elementals. You usually want to play your Cage Match Custodian as early as possible, since this will make sure that you draw one of your Whack-and-All hammers. Even if you don't plan on using the weapon right away, it's gonna thin out your deck and most importantly make sure that you don't draw the weapon naturally. Order is very important when it comes to the Whack-and-All hammer. You want to make sure that you buff your strongest minion with it. A great candidate for this is Arid Stormer, since it has Wind Fury, which means double the value. So play it and hit with the Whack-and-All hammer before you play any other minions to increase the chance of the buff landing on the Stormer. Frostbite is very powerful. Use the honor kill mechanic when you have a big board to protect them from potential board clears on your opponent's turn. But don't forget that it can go face if you need some additional burn to close out the game. I like to save my wind chills to pair with Ice Revenant for some extra value. Remember that you run 2 wind chills and 2 sleet breakers that you can play for 2 additional wind chills. It's very powerful to chain both of your Snowfall Guardians, since the first one will freeze your entire board and get buffed. On your turn, your board will still be frozen. You can play your Snowfall Guardian number 2, have it get buffed, but your board will get unfrozen at the end of your turn, since they're already affected by the freeze from your Snowfall Guardian number 1. And that's it for Freeze Elemental Shaman. Play for tempo, chain your elementals and end the game with a powerful board. Thank you guys so much for watching and hello to all the new people. The channel has really exploded recently and it means a lot that so many people tune in to watch the videos. And for all the veterans, you know I always appreciate your support. Thank you guys so much. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, enjoy the games. Hello and welcome to some Freeze Elemental Shaman. I love Elemental Shaman. I love Tribe Synergy. I think it's so cool to have like a good looking deck that really fits together in like an aesthetical sense. But it's also kind of fun to chain the elementals and do stuff. And with the new freeze package, it's even more fun. So we go Kindling. What we could do is we could play it all on turn 2, kind of. I'm not super sure about the Cage Match Custodian. This is probably gonna be a ping mage. That weapon could come in handy, but that would mean that we would drop our combo pretty early. I'm just gonna throw the Cage Match. Having 2 Kindling it's alright. I'm kind of keeping this because I'm a coward. It's basically it. And that's a good Arid Stormer, so we can play that on turn 2. Question is, do we just drop the Kindling Elemental here? I kinda like to keep a Kindling Elemental just so we can keep the curve up. Because we go Arid Stormer on 2, we could play Kindling Elemental on 3 and then go Lilypad Lurker on 4. Not because we really wanna... not because we really wanna frog something, but because it's huge stats. Oh wow. That's so good. I wish I could get this out now, but no, we can't. So let's just play the Stormer. If we do the trade, it's just gonna ping this. So I think we'll keep it healthy by doing this. It's either or, right? So if he doesn't have a turn 2 play, he can't, yeah. He can't kill the Stormer. This is good. We get 4 damage as well. This is super nice. We just go Kindling Totem and then we probably play Forgeborn next turn. But we kind of whiff on the curve, but I just want to keep the chain up just in case. I think I could have gone faster in the beginning, but I'm fine with this. Totally fine with it. So yeah, Freeze Elemental Shaman. We are close to a new climb. And I like these kinds of decks that are a little basic. There are a bunch of decision making in it, but it's kind of relaxing for me to play because I know that when I climb, I'm just gonna jam 1,000 games, right? And just do really big play sessions. I think Granite Forgeborn just comes down here. This is kind of our Incanter's flow for the deck, so let's put it... Does it matter where we put it? Yeah. And then we hit him. Look at this Stormer, just doing a ton of damage. And we get a couple of buffs here, which is kind of nice. So, next turn we probably go Ice Revenant, and then we hit something with Frostbite. And we're making the trade, because he's approaching turn 5, which means that he can do the spell that deals like 8 damage and summons a minion. So I think we just go Revenant here. We have to trade the 2-1 into this, and then we deal 3 damage and kind of choke him out. And then we probably have a bunch of damage for next turn. I really like this one. The Ice Revenant or whatever he's called. Yeah, so cool. Those were the guys protecting Frostmourne in Warcraft 3. Yeah, it's really cool. So, he's probably not doing anything big this turn, right? And now we get to punch him for 1 billion damage. We like that. And we're actually just gonna tempo the Glacier here. Is there a reason not to? So, he can just play his spells as he normally would, but we're doing Baron Glacier here. 1, it's turn 6 and you just get an insane amount of stats, like a Dr. Boom almost. And we keep the Elemental Chain up for the Lilipad Lurker. And then we just punch him for 1 billion. Woo! I love Elemental Shaman. So cool. I like elementals. It's a cool tribe to begin with. And I don't know if you guys have played BGs, but I usually play at a low ranking. And it feels like elementals are just impossible to deal with. People get like 200 minions, a bunch of them. And that was kind of the card we played around before. And now we just win. And we couldn't even get our second Ice Revenant. But yeah, high tempo. And just kind of controlling the board in our way. Right, a Warlock. Interesting. I think this match can probably go anyway, right? We don't know. Kind of depending on how aggressive we get in the beginning. I actually don't want to keep the cage match Custodian here. I want to get on board on turn 1. If I can. I think did we get one? No. But this is definitely a better 2-drop, especially in this matchup. Okay, we just chill. I wish that I would have gotten like a Wailing Vapor. That would be good. It feels like this expansion, it's been a lot of fun, but it feels like it's been out forever. I'm kind of waiting for that mini set right now. We just play the Sleet Breaker and then we see how the game develops. But yeah, like if you guys remember OWL when that was a thing, feels like it was like 1 billion years ago. Now we just play the Stormer. It's kind of good that we have the Wind Chill for the Ice Revenant. Then we hit him. And I kind of want to prioritize getting an early Frostbite. If I can kill something on his side with it. Because I don't want his healing to come out. If I can kind of stop his healing early, then we're golden. Because that's the way he takes back the board. Let's see, he heals for 4 and kills this. That would be absolutely huge for him. But just looking at the hand, we probably just tempo Ice Revenant. And then we have the opportunity to go like Wind Chill and maybe a Slugger on turn 5. Then we can... if we play the Slugger on 5, we can't go Guardian on turn 6 though. Well, that's really good. I don't want to kill this. I want to make him do it for his Raise Dead. And if he Raise Deads this board, he's not gonna have a ton of value. So I think it's okay to play the Ice Revenant even though it might die. And then we just punch him. If he has another one, we're in bad shape. But my thoughts are that if he can't get more value out of the Raise Dead than just getting the Slinger back to kill off this, then we're golden. I think we're in a good spot. And it looks like he wants to do it. Also, If he goes raise dead here, he's gonna overcap a lot. That might actually just be a heal. Okay. And then touch. I think he put too much resources into this, which I'm totally fine with. I think I want a Gyre Worm here and Sleet Breaker. The problem with that is that he might have a like deal 4 or 5 damage or whatever to all minions. I wish I could get off a Frostbite here. If I play the Sleet Breaker here... He probably wants to deal damage to himself next turn though. I don't want it to get removed because then I don't have anything. So I'm thinking about Totem or Sleet Breaker. I think I'm just going for the damage. Like, he probably wants to prioritize getting a draw in. Just to get, progress the quest. Yeah. And hopefully we can get off a Frostbite soon. I think it would be huge. How close is he? 5 cards. So that's like 2 or 3 turns. Oh, that's really good. Wait a minute. I think it's better to just go Snowfall Guardian here. So what I'm thinking is that we're gonna use the Frostbite on his face instead. Or is it? I mean... We could just trade like a Sleet Breaker in and then go Frostbite. But we're also kind of close to just killing him. So this is a risky play, but I'm trying to end the game. And that's kind of my reasoning. There's definitely a really good argument for trading 1 and then going Frostbite. Because of this combo. And I think it's just gonna bomb me and actually kill this. I'm going Snowfall Guardian again. So it's nice to chain them into each other. The reason why it's so good is because these are already frozen. Oh my, I don't even have to do that. I just have to Frostbite his face. I was so sure that this would die. But I'm super happy that we actually went for the kill and we were brave. Right, last but not least, a Fell Demon Hunter. This feels hard. See about it. I think we just wanna... We wanna get him early. Man, Fell Demon Hunter makes me wanna play it right now. Such a cool deck. I think the new build with Kurtrus, it's way more powerful than the old build, but... the old build would run Illiganoth, and I really love that. You would usually not get the full OTK with Illiganoth, so you would have to be kind of... You have to set it up in weird ways. And I think the old Fell Demon Hunter, you got a play experience that you hadn't seen before. It was like a mixture of comboing Jace with Illiganoth, and that was just a lot of fun. Whoa! What is that? I mean, he can kill my Sleet Breaker. I'm fine with that. Because I'm getting my Stormer. Whoa. I'm very curious about this because another Demon Hunter deck that I really used to love was aggro. And I don't think you put these things into something that isn't aggro. Man, if aggro Demon Hunter becomes a thing, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be super happy about that. He's just dishing out the damage. We have to kill off our own Arid Stormer. I think we are the person that has to kind of control this game. What else could I do? I can Sleet Breaker stuff. Sleet Breaker Freeze wouldn't really do anything. It's better to go Sleet Breaker Freeze Freeze the turn afterwards. Or to try to drop my Ice Revenant. We just want to stop this before it even happens. I know that this guy is running Kurtrus as well. Or I know, I feel like it. which is good for us because he can totally brick his draws if he does it. If he runs the Kurtrus combo and he sits on the pieces, it's just kind of hard for him to pull it off, and it's gonna help us get to the late game. This is very dangerous. I think we just go Ice Revenant here. Just play our biggest boy. What's pretty dangerous is that he can go like summon 3 1/1s with Rush. But I'm absolutely not sure about how his what his deck looks like. I think this is token. So he runs a lot of spells. But we are getting close to our Snowfall Guardian, which is huge. Good. We actually want to deal with this. But we can keep it down. We can freeze it for so many turns that I'm not too concerned about this. I want to play my Revenant and I want to play a Windchill here. Just get the boys big. And next turn we can play a Sleet Breaker and another one and just start punching super hard. Look at these Guardians. He's just refilling. I think it's gonna be hard for him to play them with yeah, I think it's gonna be hard to play them with so low mana. What we have to be a little concerned about is of course Kurtrus when these are so big. So how do we want to curve out? Because I know I want to do this. It's gonna cost me 3 mana. I can just go super wide here. We can play the Wailing Vapor. We can play this boy. This boy. I kind of like this. We can play Cage Match. We can freeze this. And we can play that. Oh my god. Now that's a pretty huge board, if you ask me. And we actually have that Frostbite for his face. If we want to just give him a love tap. There we go. That was kind of quick. That was kind of steamrolly, but I love Ice Revenant. It's such a cool card. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon. Peace.